Greetings and good morning. Namaste to you, my dear friends, my brothers and sisters, and everyone who is listening to me. Today, I would like to quote the references, beautiful references. One is Maharshi Valmiki, who wrote Ramayana. Also, some references from the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Also, some references from the Holy Quran, Bible, and some other religious texts. All these things, they only talk about love, compassion, and our duties towards other human being and other species around ourselves or into the universe. It also says it's not important where we take birth. It's important where we work, where we make our living. What do we serve to the community there to help, to uplift the poor, the person who is suffering. It also says if you can see someone suffering, struggling in any ways, it can be anything. If you cannot help them, if you cannot offer them to bring out of that pain, that is the biggest crime. It's not important how many times we pray, how many times we visit to the our worshipping places. It's about how we reach out to the people who are really in need. There are various different contexts, and everything leads to the one. Like somewhere it reads, all roads leads to Rome. In a similar way, all the religious books or the text or the scholars, it may be Rumi, it may be Shakespeare, or it may be anyone. If you take the modern, the Gandhis to the Mandelas or Lincoln or anyone, they talk only one thing about the peace, about the unity, about helping each other. And that's what we do. In another way, we can say that in any ways, if you can do a little thing which can help someone in any ways, that is the biggest deed you can do in your life. Mostly or often, we waste more of time to look good, to have good luxury things with us, to have the material things with us. It may be a car, it may be a good accessory, it may be a makeup, or it may be anything, a good house, or anything, a pet, or anything. But we must realize, and even that's what it is written in all the holy books. It says, whatever materialistic things you are owning here, you will be living here, and you have to go back as you came. So how do we understand and realize it? So let me give you a small story. I had a book published in year 2014. It's a poem, a book of poem which has 90 poems, and those are all in Konkani language, and which was published in 2014 and which was mainly having the majority were the love poems, imaginary things, a teenager or a young man, what he thinks when he loves a woman. So these are based on the stories which I came to my friends or colleagues or anyone. So those are all inspired by them. And some poems were about what I feel about the society or what I can give it to the society, and some were for my mother or my friend or my niece, or what I feel about my close friends. And that's how, and I just forgot it, then I went with the flow, and I just moved on, and then I focused on the career, and somehow to make survive. But I was not realizing it. Then as you grow up, you find out the real colors of the people. So as I quoted about Maharishi Valmiki, who wrote the Ramayana, which has 24,000 Sanskrit verses, and that is the one of the finest ancient literature we have on this planet. And when you read about Maharishi Valmiki, and if you read his past, so he was an dacoit and he did all the things wrong in his life. He did all the crimes. And then came the stage where Narada Muni, he came to him and he tried to make him understand, and then he tried to realize what things, and things changed, and this guy was able to write this epic. You can say a story or anything, but you will not find such a thing anywhere written anywhere. So, contrary, to understand the heaven, to understand the good, we must first unleash what is bad, what is hell. So when I was experiencing this all kind of things, and especially when I lost my mother due to the long battle with cancer, and I was not knowing, I was not understanding this, how to deal with, and I came to know at a very late stage that it was a cancer. I was kept away with it, and I was in Oman that time, I remember. And I used to get 1 month paid vacation after a year of working. I had booked my ticket, and it was my ticket was on 5th of March. I still remember it, and by Qatar Airways. I had months back. I packed all the cartoons. I sent everything. I purchased a lot of things to carry with me, and my mother took her last breath on 4th of March. She died. Then I had to cancel everything, my tickets, my reservations, everything, and I had to fly the same day rather than in the evening but in the morning, so that I was thinking I will attend her funeral. But as it was in the interior, I had to travel to different places. I had to take the two different domestic international flights, then two domestic flights, and a train to reach to the destination, then some travel with the bus. And the only thing I could see is in Hinduism, we cremate the bodies, we burn it. And I saw my mother in the ashes. You can imagine, right? You reach, you can imagine the pain which I could have ever gone. I challenged everything myself. I limited. I extended all my boundaries just to see my mother happy. And all the work which I was doing, it was for her, my siblings. I have 5 siblings, and I was doing it. And I saw her in that hot ashes. It was still warm, and you can see some fire, and that was my I think one of the worst moment of my life. I was not knowing how to react it. And then later of some stages it went on, and I was working on publishing of my book with one of my very good friend, my motivator, the person who really inspires me. He's always back with me, Mr. Prakash Pariyakar. And then we were supposed to launch my book also, the poetry book, and unfortunately the last poem which I wrote for my mother, that became the title of my book. And just after, within a 1 month, I had to publish the book, and I had to just come back to my work. And it went on, and then I just kept myself busy, and it took another 2 years, and I lost my father into a car accident. And these are the things when I started to think what I achieve as a professional level, and what material things I can own, it means nothing. So many people ask me a question, oh, when are you going home? When are you coming home? I must tell you, my friend, the most important thing in your life is having your parent alive and to have a children. In between, whatever the number of friends you make, whatever the relationship as a boyfriend, girlfriend, lover, marriage, wife, it doesn't matter. They are nil, they are null. So once you don't have that, your life is null, it's zero. So now let me tell you about this Nurana story, the cleanup which I am doing. Almost more than 4 months now. Today is 124 days, so that is exactly the 4 months before. So as this was my favorite place for the sunrise and sunset, so I used to always go there because that was inspiring me to write, to inspire me to think, to innovate something in my writing skills from my professional things. So one day I decided to walk almost 4 kilometers of distance in a complete circle, having two sides of water and one side on a land. And there were so many things in my palm. There were nails, there were glass pieces, there were plastic and everything. And I just kept on walking with that bleeding feet. And simultaneously, I was seeing the old people, the families, the children, and all the trash around. The first I thought, oh, let it live, let someone do it, let the government deal it, let the municipality deal it. And then, I don't know, I just wanted to forget that book which I wrote because that reminds me the loss of my mother. But someone reminded me, one of my very old friend reminded me about my book and told me that how that some of my poems inspires and how in their low times. So I just opened that book once and I have that one copy, so I just tried to read. And suddenly I went about my poems which I wrote as the like the imagination, love imaginations or something about something. And I had 5 questions for me, as I don't have the grandparents also. Suppose I bring my grandparents there, am I going to make them to walk on that seashore full of trash, full of that harmful things? If I bring my parents, am I going to force them? If I bring my siblings, am I going to force them? If I bring my friends, am I going to force them? And then I wrote my old poems and some of my new poems, and my latest one was The Lady Just Like Roses, or Just Like the Roses, and it talks about the all 150 different types of genetic roses, and there are thousands of different hybrid species, and it talks about how love emotions and everything, and everywhere you can see that we write about our lover, like, okay, we'll put the flowers on the road, on the walkways, and we'll do this, do that, do that. And you just imagine, you take the person whom you love, you go there, and everywhere is a trash around you. It's not going to be that emotions, it's going to be trash inside you. So your relationship or that longevity of your relationship is equivalent to that trash. So what we need to do is to remove that trash, keep it clean. One more thing, if you see the legacy from our ancestors, we and especially this Middle East and the India, we share the common culture. We have this family culture. So if you see our great parents or ancestors, they married on the right time, irrespective of how much they earned, whatever the capacities they had. And then later they had their children, they did whatever the possible, and whatever the materialistic things or the things which we have, it's because of their efforts. Technically, we have, as our generations, we have not done anything significant. So if you take the part of tourism, I went to several countries just to study this. Everywhere you go, they will show you the things which has done the minimum of 500 before, and that goes up to the 5,000 years. and they don't have anything to show what they are doing. What they have is the clubs, bar, pubs, and some other nasty places, but there is nothing to show. So we are trying to earn from something, take the credit for something which our ancestors did. So we must realize that we need to create the values of our present generation so that our fruits can be more and more valuable as our kids. To define it more, I consider as a human chain or a cycle as a tree. Let us consider that the roots of the tree are our parents, our grandparents, our great grandparents, and our ancestors. And our children's are our fruits, the flowers, and our middle part are we. So it becomes our responsibility not to forget our roots. The moment we forget our roots, we fall. Similarly, if we don't think and have a vision to protect and think about how good our flowers should be, how good our fruit should be, if we don't take care, this tree without a flower or a fruit, it doesn't serve any purpose. Every tree does something. At least it gives us the oxygen by recycling all the carbon dioxide and everything. But what is most important is like we understand these values. If we don't understand these values, we don't go anywhere further. I see many posts where people they talk a lot about I love my mother, I love my father, I love my family, I love my country. But why can't you show that love when they are alive? Like if when they are alive, we need to show that love, not when they are dead or we wait for them go to the graveyard. I also see so many people who go to the graveyard and pick the selfie and post it like I went to the graveyard to meet my father or a mother or someone. That is ridiculous, I would say. We must respect our parents when they are alive, when they are we must respect and give all the credits, everything what they have done. Similarly, the values, we must add values to our children. We must know the thousands of cases, if you read the international, the global statistics, the cases of loneliness, the cases of frustration, the cases of young suicides, the cases of obesity, the cases of different health issues, and if you see the cases of divorces, the cases of other crimes are between the youth, the youngs, the kids, you see the drug abuse, you see the other things. So we must go back to our values. Until and unless we go back to our values, we cannot do. We have two choices. Either we think that our children grow as a healthy citizen, and every healthy citizen or every healthy child is an asset to every nation. If you see that every country is struggling with the right from the birth and right from the birth of premature babies, or if you need to go the cases of the people go for what you say that not abortion but miscarriages. Read about that, the early the diseases which children are having. So how can we do it? There are so many millions of issues, the psychological issues, this and that, and this all we can do together. The only thing what we need is we need to bring our values from our ancestors, our parents, our grandparents, which we have lost due to this modern age, the modern education, due to this all technology and this one, everyone want to swipe, share, and this one, and no one want to do. I was recently reading some articles like everyone is more interested into I was seeing some articles where the people had pleading for the help who is met with an accident or someone, and everyone was busy shooting him on the mobile, and no one was to save that he died. So many places you will see, like the funniest part I will say, like the beautiful, you see that a woman is very beautiful, she got married and she got a selfie with her husband, and you see the all her friends, and she updated as married with so and so and 20 others. Where are our senses? We are marrying with one person or 21 person. So these are the changes, the small changes we can do. I also see a lot of people who, I don't know, they invest most of their time, maybe more than 1 hour, to create one post by googling it or going to robbing it from, or stealing it from someone else's work, and they will put it and some captions blaming the people, criticizing the people, abusing them. Rather than it takes 1 hour, 2 hour, or a day, maybe it takes just 10 minutes. Take out 10 minutes of you and you can do it. Most of the time I go barefoot just to serve it. It's not because I don't have the shoes. It's not because I don't have the sandals. I do have, and I can afford it. It's because I want to understand. I want to go through that each pain, what a old man can go, a old woman can go, or a small child can go. Few months back when I was there, it was all messy with everything I would have never expected. Now I feel that yes, I can do the change, and this you can do also. If you really love someone, you have to do it. And something if you can give, please understand. If you want, if you really love someone, please understand. It's not about what gift you can give to them. Yeah, it's not about what expensive car you what. It's not about what expensive dress. It's not about what expensive jewelry you can give to them. It's about the time. I couldn't see my mother just because of one day. There are millions of people who have lost opportunity to see their loved one just because they missed 1 minute. Just 1 minute, or just maybe 1 second. Can you imagine the pain they might have gone through? Can you just imagine the sufferings, the pain which they come from? So, how can we adapt this? How can we solve? We don't have to go for a million reasons. As I quoted in my previous video, it clearly says that the universe is not outside, universe is within us. We are the universe, and we are a God itself. The God is within. Don't search that God outside. So, our body is made of 5 basic elements. Simple 5 basic elements. That is water, air, earth, sky. What was the other one? Yeah, let's forget it. 5 elements. So if we ensure that these 5 basic elements are clean and our food is clean, we can add life to every species on this planet. We talk so many things. There is only one action. Only one action. We just need to stop this trash reaching to ocean or the land. Are you aware that we are responsible for every action what we take? We can do it. We can do it. It's very simple. And how these changes came? Let me tell you one more thing. I met some people actually, because when we are too much busy, so I don't socialize. But when I settle my works and I get free, so I socialize. I meet the people, and that's like a heaven, Like they show all their faces with the mask. We don't know them, and then I decided, let me go to some hell. And I went to hell, and I found the same places in the hell, and they kept me in the hell. And they were not knowing that I am the bigger demon than them. I was only studying them, just to uncovering their masks. So you should never underestimate the power of a writer or a poet. They were thinking that they are manipulating me, or they were abusing me or putting me down, just to show them socially they are good, socially they are amazing people. So be careful of these people who socially they show they are the excellent people. No, they are not. They are just using that mask. Once they go to these places, they are different. So I went to the hell. I did everything which has done in the hell, and just to understand where we stand. Hope you know that the September and August was the hottest in the history of Middle East, also in Bahrain. And I was seeing this young people of the cleaning agencies, full day they are working. And I dressed like them. I went. I could have afforded all the shoes and everything. I take a car every day to go and clean that. I could have done the same thing with those a nice glass and nice dress, perfumes, and to clean, show and post and everything. No, I did the minimal as the normal people can afford, and I wore that just to see how the people react. Still, we are not understanding the life, the living. We cannot have this more. We must realize, if we need to always remember, the life will go, but it will be not healthy as our ancestors were there. We say there is advanced medical system, there is advanced education. Until and unless our education and our medical system is not free, it is not going to add any value to the life of any human or any of the species on this planet. Unfortunately, our education and the medical have become the business. So everywhere you will see the 5-star hospitals, the 5-star this one, the 5-star pharmaceutical companies, the 5-star hotels, the 5-star this one. But where is the cure? Where is the cure for the diseases? No, it is not there. The moment person goes to the hospital means he is dead. He is dead. Somehow he is going to dead. And similarly, if you go to the 100 years back, the life expectancy or 100 years, if we are so advanced, that means our life expectancy would have been 200 years, not 50 years, right? In a similar way, the education. If I am a highly educated person, and if I am not coming out to support the other person who is working for you, that education doesn't mean anything. Really doesn't mean anything. That's why we need to go back to our roots, my friend. We see everywhere the competition about somehow to get the degrees. The intention is not to be a good human or to contribute. The intention is to how can I suppress the other person. So this competition has to go, and every corporate offices they have the bloody criminals. I'm sorry to use this word, and we don't always remember the terrorists are not those which we see in seeing the news which they are showing with the different playing with the bombs and this, and they are not the terrorists. We don't have any danger with them. They go to the specific area, do the very minimal. We have the biggest danger from the intellectual criminals who sit in the big corporates, who the mafias, the big politicians who try to create false images, and we have been programmed in such a way. We need to wake up for the sake of our children. And if we lose this opportunity, and this pandemic is an opportunity for us, the Jairam like me will come and go. What was said thousands of years back, Sri Krishna, what was said by Jesus thousands of years back in Bible, and what was said by Prophet Muhammad in Quran thousands of years back, what was said by Rumi, what was said by Tulsidas, what was said by all the Maharshis. We just know the names. We just know the names. If we are reading that with our open heart, I think we can bring the change. To conclude my such a big video, I'm sorry for that, because sometimes we need to talk like this. Unfortunately, we think that in Hinduism we have Diwali, Holi, Ganesh Chaturthi, many other Baisakhi, Pongal, and so many festivals. In Christians, they have the Christmas, they have the New Year celebrations, and in Islam, we have Eid and full month of Ramadan of fasting. So, why do we need to be very good human beings only into that specific period? Why can't we think that, for example, these all the festivals they teach us like to be compassionate to others, spread love, give what you have. In a similar way, like one thing, let me quote about Ramadan and Eid. That is more easy for me because it is very long. Say like what we do in Eid, Ramadan actually, though, we fast for full 1 month, yeah. And then in the evening, the basic is we sit with everyone, irrespective of whatever the class, the small or the bigger one. They eat together. They share. There is something called as a zakat. They give everyone, yeah. And it's about giving. And then on the celebration is on the Eid. So 1 month is gone means everything is gone. We cannot act like that. In a similar way, we have a Diwali. So we try to do everything in that particular 21 days or that holy for 7 days. After that, where does our values goes? So just have a thought. What I'm urging you, let's think that we are in a Christmas period, okay? And let us not wait for a year like they say we are having a 7 days. And I will do everything good for 7 days. I will drink, I will party on the New Year, and after that, gone. Similarly, I do in my Diwali, Holi, I do the same, and then I forget. Similarly, I do in Ramadan, I do the enjoy. But how about rather than waiting for 1 year to celebrate, we start our day. Like for example, in India, we have a Shravana, month of Shravana. So we don't eat any non-vegetarian food for a complete month, and then it's start of the celebration every day. In India, in Hinduism, every day is a celebration. So let me take this, like for example, why can't we think that every day in the morning I'm going to be as good as I'm on a fast, as good as I'm doing some service, or I'm praying to the God, and in the evening we end that as a celebration. It may be Christmas, it may be Diwali, it may be Holi, or it may be Eid. Think of this. I am just an ordinary person. Jairam like me will come and go. Thousands of years back, someone said, and thousands of years ahead, someone will say, the only thing which we will not have is the chance we lost. And why should we regret where we had the opportunity to change? So guys, please do not waste your time sharing the memes and this one. You can do it. A simple act, and you can do. Think of it. Think of the person whom you love the most. I beg you, please give them 1 minute more, 1 hour more, or 1 day more. They deserve it. Our parents, our ancestors, they deserve a life without any diseases, without any illnesses. Our children deserve the life without any illnesses. Can you imagine the cases of obesity, the cancers, and all other different children diseases? Why should they have? What is their mistake? What is the mistake of our parents? Can't we correct this? We can. I'm sorry, I don't have the framework. I'm just talking this one, and it is already 35 minutes. I must stop now. Thank you. And I must say, कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु. Next time I'm going to explain you the meaning of this, but one thing I can say, that may everyone be happy, healthy, and prosperous. You don't have to join me, you don't have to follow me, like me, or say good about me. Just do a small little thing for your loved one. It may be anyone. It may be anyone. Let be everyone's life just like roses. Just like roses. And whenever you have a time, read of some of my poems. Then you will come to understand from where I am coming. Feel that love. It's all about attachment, the feeling, the emotions. If our parents didn't have the feelings and our emotions and the attachment towards us, we would have been in some abandoned homes or someone on the streets or doing some this one. So we must give back to our parents and our grandparents. And the same attachment has to go to our children. And we can stop this all the addiction, the loneliness, the drug abuse and everything in our children. I don't want anything from you. This is for you. Our parents are our universe. And in the Quran or in all of this one, it is written, the person who doesn't have their parents or this one, they have nothing, they are zero. And that is the reason I say 000, because this zero is, the first zero is for my parents, second zero is for my grandparents, third zero is for my cousins who died, and the fourth zero is for my friends and some wonderful personalities who died. And the global is my first name, and then the citizen as a complete universal child. I'm happy when I see, now I'm seeing when the old elderly people, they walk on the seashore without any slipper or this one, with their barefoot, and the children's playing. I feel it good. I feel like my parents are walking, my grandparents are walking. So do it. And always remember, never ever underestimate the power of a poet or a writer. He may be just uncovering your mask. The same thing was done by Valmiki, the same thing was done by Rumi, the same thing was done by Shakespeare and everyone. Thank you. Namaste.